As you all know, and as we have informed through different interviews in the TVs, newspaper, and press conferences, that the United Nations have taken up a very rigorous transformative agenda. We all are in the process of implementing this tight transformation, as this was made also very clear during the recent reports of the Secretary General. I'd rather refer to this report of the Secretary General as much as needed as many times as it is needed. With the 2030 agenda of the Sustainable Development as its core, UN is repositioning the UN development system to deliver this agenda, ensuring a better future for all. The UN system and its organs, particularly the technical arms, have set out the major changes required from within and in between to ensure a more coherent, accountable and effective support to the accomplishment of this agenda. The agenda integrates economic, social and environmental dimensions of development. Thus, it is a whole package that guides the UN system, its agencies, programs and funds. As we all know, there are 17 SDGs that were set out to the member states and for the member states for them to implement within a mandated time, which is 2030. Universal in scope. It recognizes each country's primary responsibility for its own development and the sustainable development goals to be achieved. At the same time, the 2030 agenda also calls for collective action at unprecedented scale. The United Nations is cruising full steam towards achieving that goal. Jordan has very high potential of increasing and improving. We are talking about a small little economy, of course. It's not very big, and the population is, as per the last census, is 8-9 million. So still, for last couple of years, I think the major contributor in the economy is the foreign remittance. Last year it shot up to 3.8 billion, if I'm not wrong. And the government has taken an austerity program, endorsed it very prudently to reduce the debt in the GDP. We are talking about 2 to 3% of GDP, but steadily maintained. That's the important part. On the politics, I would go straight. I don't want to do an analysis, but I'd go straight to the splendid job done by the country to handle the refugee influx here in Jordan, and which is an example to the world that the way it has they have handled, the country has managed to handle. And I here quote the a particular word of His Royal Highness the Majesty, the King, quote unquote. He said, Jordanians have opened their heart and Jordan has opened its border. And my hats off to him. The way it has been handled, at one point of time it was 2.67 million even influx of refugees from all different countries. But yet then they have managed to handle it. And yet then the country has a 2 to 3% of GDP growth a year, while they have a huge nosedive in the tourism, in the eco part in the hospital, the treatment part, but they're surviving, and they're cruising steadily and assertively. Apart from that, it's a good country, huh?